I'm in the middle of setting the fish room up at the moment, and I found a rare Frontosa for sale. They might be rare in other places, but round here, none of the fish stores seem to stock Frontosas. To get Frontosa that aren't Burundi, quite a rare occurrence, so I'm really trying to get my hands on these fish. So a bit of a backstory first. I used to own Frontosa a few years ago. I used to live in a different house. I used to have a colony of Frontosa. One thing led to another. I had to move out really quickly, and these Frontosa I'd had from fry. I'd had them for a few years. I'd fed them all sorts of amazing frozen live food and got them massive. All of a sudden, like overnight, the landlord wanted to sell the house I was in and just give me no chance to move out. So, and it was just before Christmas, a couple of years ago. So I basically had to let the fish go for nothing. Like, there was no way I could get them to this house at the time. I'm in this house now. This is my house. This isn't going anywhere. That's why I always said to myself, if I'm going to get another colony of Frontosa, they're either going to have to be at the point they were at, or they're going to have to be a bit rarer. So the ones I've found are 7-stripe Kigoma Frontosa. Around here they're really rare, so I'm really hoping to get my hands on these fish, and I need to get this tank set up for them first. I'm going to do a tank setup video quite quickly. I just want a basic layout for them. I'm using a mix of kiln dried sand with some crushed coral sand, because I like a mixed substrate. I don't just like a monotone one substrate. I'm just going to plant it up, put some rockscape in and get a light over it. The room's heated anyway, so we won't need a heater, and then just in case putting a filter in. So let's go and see how we get on. So I filled the tank up. It went really cloudy, but I'll get some water changes done on it. Part of me thinks I should have washed the substrate out, but assumed with it being aquarium substrate it'd be fine. But anyway, I've come in. The angels laid some eggs the other day, and they've been laying them every now and again, but nothing's really happened. But tonight I've come in, there's a load of wigglers on the LOD denser, so I'm gonna have to get some brine trim set up. I don't know if you've seen me other video of me setting up my black water tank, but I've just bought a load of baby angels and I've got more. So here we are. I've done a load of water changes today to get that cloudiness out the water. As a fish keeper, there's certain things that you're supposed to do, aren't you? One of them's wash substrate, but I thought if it's supposed to be specifically for an aquarium, it's usually pre-washed, but that stuff wasn't. You might get away with something this time, you might get away with it once or twice, but eventually it'll come and get you. Tank set up, just needs planting and a light over it. The problem is all of Alisneria in here, and then I've got some spare filters to go in here. I've got an internal filter running at the moment. That's just for movement and to collect any particulates in the water. I was going to get a sponge filter or a couple of sponge filters going in here. We got seeded sponge filters in here already. This guy with babies have been up there, and I've just got some baby brine shrimp going down on the floor. And last time we got wrigglers, they disappeared. These two parents have been keeping each other away from the wrigglers. The male seems highly stressed, and he won't let me put my hands anywhere near the tank. So getting the filters and the plants is going to be harder. These two do. So just a quick update. The bead's gone. I decided it's time for a change. So I messaged the person a couple of days ago, or a few days ago now. I haven't heard nothing. So I'm starting to lose faith in the fact that I might be getting these fish, which is quite disappointing, to be honest. But as a fish keeper, you know, there's other things we can do. I'm not sure at what point I'm going to change my ideas. I kind of had an idea of how I wanted to escape the tank, and I wanted to escape it. So as you've seen, there's a big rock area, and I thought that would be nice for some rock dwellers. And then I set up that little cave, and I was thinking of putting shells around that cave and then getting some shell dwellers. So set up so there's like an open water area for open water swimmers. So there's like different areas in the tank for different types of fish. I deliberately set it up that way. And at some point soon I'm going to have to make a decision on what I want to do. So hopefully I hear from this person soon. Otherwise I'm going to have to take the tank in a different direction, which will make this video quite strange. So a really interesting update. I recorded the last bit a few hours ago, and then this afternoon I was in here. I thought, you know what, I'll just plant the Vallisneria up while I'm here. Gives me something to do. And while I was in here, I got a message off the guy. I shot up there and got the Frontosa. So let me show. So there we go, guys. They're in the rock structure at the moment. They keep popping in and out. Sorry about the cloudiness, but I disturbed some of the substrate when I was planting Vallisneria, and also I've dosed some safe start in just to give the beneficial bacteria colony a boost. The filter was in a seeded tank. It's been seeded in a different tank basically, but I also thought I'd like to just better be safe than sorry and throw some safe start in, because ideally I'd like all this rock structure to, I'd like the beneficial bacteria to colonize the rock structure as you would in a marine tank. I just think it's a cool idea. So there they are, guys. I'm absolutely made up. They're absolutely beautiful fish, and I've missed keeping Frontosa. They were a big part of my life at one point, and then, as I say, I had to give them up, and I needed to get them back. And it just coincides with setting up the YouTube channel. Hopefully the channel grows and you get to see the fish grow with me. I'm really excited to get them growing, and I know it's a slow growing fish and it's going to take years, but so many things I'd love to show YouTube, like feeding them all sorts of stuff. I used to feed them all sorts of mad stuff. I can't wait to do it. So as the channel grows, I'd like to expand this fish room and put some more stuff in here. I've got ideas for the channel, but one thing I'm excited about is the journey, because I know these Frontosa are going to live with me for years. I'm going to become an old man with these fish, so I feel like they're going to be a big part of the channel, and it makes me excited for the future of the channel, to be honest, just to be able to look back at this and watch it all mature. It's going to be great, and I hope the channel grows with it. It's just really exciting time. Get my hands on some rare Frontosa, done.